3 title defenses. Do you think that puts you in a different category now once you make 3 title defenses in the UFC?
Like a GOAT? Yeah, that's what I try to do right now, I feel I'm tied with more victories in that division, And then I figured out maybe that's why I talk about Demetrious Johnson. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong to say about that, All my respect for him. But after, sorry again, but I did that. I cleaned the division, I beat the number 1, the number 2, multiple times. UFC bring me another guy, another champ for all across the world, and I finish him. That fight makes sense. That's what the fight makes sense for me, and that the flyweight is so different right now. In the times when Demetrious Johnson fights, it's not like that, My last 4 fights, I fight with a Mexican, Australia, American, and Japanese. Everything's changed, You have all the good fighters all across the world, and times like now it's so hard. You keep this belt, and right now, in times like that. I don't know. Maybe just me and Makhachev have 3 title defense right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody does. Yeah.
But that's tough times right now. It's not like that, like before. But all my respect to Demetrious Johnson. I respect him. I love him because he opened all the doors for us.
Right.
But that fight, what I want. If you call me, say to me, what do you need? What do you want for Christmas? I want that fight.
So, just all due respect to that call, he's an older fighter. He's not.
I'm older too.
And I thought Demetrious was the greatest at one point, right?
Me too.
So I don't ask this question demeaning him, but he's older now and he's been retired and he hasn't been at the top like he was at one point. So what would you get if you fought him and beat him? Do you think you would gain anything from that?
No, I think nothing changed his legacy. Just to prove myself who's the best fighter of the world. That's why I'm fight. That's why I'm fight tonight. And that's so special for me because I'm fight for UFC. In UFC make me the main event in Las Vegas for the last pay-per-view all the year to prove all the world I'm the best fighter in the flyweight division. Maybe I'm climbing more for the pound for pound. That's what I want. That's very important for me.
You're not ahead of John Jones, though.
Guys, you put in EI for make that. Maybe people go crazy after that, EI, yeah? AI, sorry, AI, yeah. And, but, that's what I want, I want to fight with the best fights of the world, Like I say, I fight with Australia, Mexican, Japanese, American. And I prove myself. I prove I'm the best of the best, That's what I want. That's why I'm keep fighting. And that's why I want to fight with Demetrious Johnson, I give him 6 months if he need, to back, or 8 months, I don't know. But he can skip the line and fight right now for the belt, But I don't know. I don't know if he's ready for me.
One of the things I'm curious about is Asakura, right? He had the reputation, unlike there are not a lot of flyweights that have that one-punch power that can knock you out. He had that power. You felt it, like he hit you a couple times. Did it seem like he had different power than other guys?
I think he feel more, my hands, Maybe I make a flash down in the first round. I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to see the fight first. But I think he feel a lot about my hands, I feel him. He feel my hands. I throw very good kicks in his ribs, And but of course, he come for the different division, Of course, he's a huge guy for the flyweight. And that's so nice because all the guys have opportunity to fight, have one slice about him, right now. You have so many good guys to fight with him, with each other. And he involved my game a lot, I think tonight everybody can see that, how much I'm involved, how much comfortable I feel in the octagon. And he did that for me, He bring me to another level.
It seemed like your striking was really good because you backed him up a lot, especially early on in the fight, right? Was that kind of the game plan to say, hey, we're not going to let you come forward and start fighting downhill, but we're going to put the pressure on you?
Tonight, I show to everyone how good I am. I have good skills in striking, in the grappling, my wrestling. That's what I did. I did 3 title fights in 10 months. You know, that's so big. You know, of course Pereira is a monster. You know, Poitin. But of course, he knocked out everybody in the first round. You know, I did like a 15 rounds in 10 months. I did 75 minutes with the best guys on the octagon in the more dangerous place all the world. You know, in 10 months, and then my coach so smart saying you need a little break. You know, you can keep fighting all the time. And everybody see how good that break make me like much better tonight. You know, I fight in my comfort zone. You know, I can train for one guy. My training camp is so good. I make like a 6-month training camp. But of course, maybe my coach don't want that. But I want to fight soon.
My last question for you, Alexandre, is you've been a great fighter most of your career, but you really elevated your game in your early to mid 30s, right? That's rare. Like usually in the mid 30s, you're going the opposite direction. Do you think that's attributable to your coaching? Is it attributable to your conditioning and the fact that you take care of your body better, or is it just now that you kind of, you know, mentally decided, hey, I want to be great, and have made the commitment to do whatever it takes?
Yes, of course. I think my choices make the choice I make the right way, you know. And I think I'm not growing like just like a fighter, you know. I think I'm growing like a man. First thing I need to grow in, like I get mature about how to be a good man, how to be a good husband, how to be a good father, you know. And when I figured out that, you see in the fighter, you know, it's not just like you try to be a good fighter and doesn't matter everything else, you know. I think it's much more behind the octagon, you know. My family is here. My wife making me so much a good man. My kids making me so much a good father, you know. And I think all is connection now. If you try to be a good person, if you try to be a better father, better husband, things like that happen in your life.
Alexandre right here. Congrats on the win. Did you happen to see Demetrious' tweet by any chance?
The guy say something about money.
That he got offered $2 million to fight and turned it down so that he could...
yeah, that's crazy because it's not about money. You know, like I don't fight more for money, you know. I fight to prove myself. I'm the best of the best, you know. I think everybody here to do that. Of course, you need your bills. You need to pay your mortgage and everything, but we're here to figure out who's the best of the best, you know. That's what I did tonight, you know. I'm super glad UFC give me money for defend this belt. I can pay my bills. I can put my kids in a good place. But I don't fight for just money, you know. Demetrious Jones is not about money, brother. It's about see who's the best of the best, you know. And I just say that because I see he's retired. I don't know about his contract anymore. You know, I don't know he have something. He can't come to UFC anymore. I don't know, but it's not about money, bro. It's about legacy. It's about see who's the best. That's why I'm live. You know, that's why I wake up every day to try to be the best.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Right here. Kai, you know, he was doing his best to sell this fight. You know, he said he was going to bring excitement back. He kept saying he was going to knock you out early. He was going to, the new king in town. As the champion, did you appreciate that you had, like, because your previous fights, it was very respectful, and I'm sure you like that too, but now you have a new champion from another organization, from another part of the world that is doing a lot of talking and trying to drum up interest in your fight.
That's so good, man. He looked pretty good, you know. He make amazing fight. He's so good and make me train so much for him, you know. And he involved my game. All my thank you. I need to say thank you for him because he make me involved so much. And I think tonight everybody can figure out that, you know, how much I'm involved like a fighter, you know. I proved that. Make an amazing first round. And the second round, I feel the chance and finish, you know. And I'm learning much more, you know. I have so much more to learn. I prove myself like a fighter, but I'm still learning about how to sell myself, you know, how to be a good guy for that company. I love so much work for UFC. And I not say that just for me, you know. I say that because I work with so much good people here, you know, in UFC. The guy take care about my stuff. So the guy, you guys for the media. I love work for UFC. You know, this company is everything for me. You know, and I don't fight today just for myself. I fought for defend this company too.
Did any of it bother you, like at the press conference when he said, you know, you need to fight more exciting and I'm the new king? Did any of it bother you, or is it just you enjoyed it?
The guy say that is like people's like say is a casual, you know, like you crazy, like and you know, I respect all the fans put it in the front line and say if you say something about Pantoja like that, you don't understand the MMA, you know. You know, guys, I'm here all the time. I'm living and dying in the octagon, you know. I made so good wars. All my last 3 fights, like I said before, you know, I make 75 minutes in the more dangerous place of the earth, you know, in the UFC octagon, you know, with the best fights of the world, you know. You know, that's crazy. People say that is stupid.
And say they don't, obviously Demetrious Johnson might not be able to come to the UFC. Are you looking for new, fresh matchups? Or, you know, like Kai France has been calling for another fight against you. We have Charles Johnson, who's fighting quite a bit. Tagiru Lambek.
Who?
Charles Johnson. He's ranked.
No, I'm sorry, brother.
Okay. He's been I think he had like four or five fights this year as a flyweight.
You know, I think everybody have a chance, you know. You see, I fight with the number top 10, Ercheg in Rio, Brazil. He did so good work with me there, you know. And then you have to bring Asakura, you know. Everybody have a chance, you know. I'm not a matchmaker, you know. I'm accept all the fights the guys give to me. I never say no to UFC, never. You can call the guys and ask him. I never say no for the fight. I fight with Manel Cape when he come to the Rising, the same thing, you know. I'm the number 5. I'm here to fight with all the best, you know. UFC give me a name, give me a time for my camp, and I fight, doesn't matter.
Alexandre here. Parabéns pela vitória esta noite. Qual é a sua mensagem para os lutadores peso mosca?
Em português? Então, cara, eu estou muito agradecido por defender essa divisão. Fico muito feliz com tudo que eu tenho feito. Não só eu, mas toda a divisão tem feito, cara. Esse ano foi incrível para toda a divisão peso mosca. Começou com o Moreno e o Royval fazendo o main event lá na Cidade do México. Eu tive lá. O Moreno fez uma ótima luta com outro japonês, o Taira. O Moreno foi uma luta muito boa com o Albazi. A gente fez vários main events esse ano. Eu fico muito feliz com a categoria. Eu acho que essa noite eu provei que eu mereço o título de campeão. E eu não falo não só por mim, mas por toda a divisão, que a gente é uma das divisões mais excited do UFC, cara. E fico muito feliz por defender esse cinturão e por ser o campeão hoje.
Obrigado. That's all I got in Portuguese for now, but obviously Kai France was just mentioned, and I know that's technically a rematch because of the Ultimate Fighter matchup,
Sure.
but would that be the next best option for you given just what you've done with the division?
Like I said, Kai France is a huge fighter, you know. That's someone I want to fight, of course. But like I'm not the matchmaker, you know. I'm here, give me a name, give me a time. And I fight with wherever guy all across the world, you know. Give me the John Jones, give me a little time, I can fight with him, you know. And that's what I want. I want to be the best flyweight, you know. And UFC give me that opportunity, you know. UFC give me the opportunity to show all the world how good I am.
Parabéns.
Obrigado, irmão.
Alex right here. At the face-offs, things got a little bit heated between you guys. It looked like he might have said something to you that got you a little bit annoyed. What did he say, and did that light a fire under you to come out and dominate more?
No, I say something to him. I say like, you know, so big like that, you know, because he come for the bantamweight, and I just put something in his mind, you know, like, I'm not scared about you, you know, that's something. But maybe he don't understand, like, but that's okay. That's something good for all the fans, you know. Kai Asakura is a huge fighter. I think he have a lot of good matchups to fight right now, you know. But Kai Asakura is the best right now. I look to the front all the time.
So early on in the fight, you were targeting the body with those kicks constantly. Was that something you noticed that he was going to be weak to? Because it seemed like you were just drilling those body kicks in constantly.
Yeah, he hurt my feet with his ribs, you know. That's crazy. But Kai Asakura is such amazing good fighter, you know. He involved my game so much. I trained so much for that guy, you know. I know, guys, all the time I'm fighting, it's a 50-50%, you know. I know that all the time. When you lock someone in the octagon, doesn't matter how good you are, it's a 50-50%, you know. Sometimes come the punch from nowhere and you knock him out. That's it, finish. And I have very good challenges. You know, I fight with everybody in that division. You know, I fight with every fighter all across the world. That's what I want. You know, I want to prove myself all the time. And Asakura is a so good challenger for me. I train so much for him. And but I feel tonight I see everything. You can put whatever you want in the octagon tonight with me. I finish.
Pantoja, just one right here. Have you ever thought about taking a fight or two at 135 pounds if you're looking for more challenges?
I don't know if it makes sense. You know, I want to keep this division alive. You know, I love to all of the fighters. I think so much excited this division right now. You know, and we work, not just me, but all that division works so hard for everybody see that. You know, that's so much excited division. You know, we very good in cardio, striking, grappler. You need to be good in all the skills for go good in that division. You know. When you see everybody talk about how good Taira coming, Tatsuro Taira, and then he fights to Royval, you see a lot of fails he have. He don't have a very good striking, and then you see Albazi, Moreno, and then you see Erchegi. Erchegi don't fight to a lot of guys, and then Kai Kara-France knock him out. You know, that's such excited division. You know, that's not something I'm thinking right now, but. If UFC want that, just give them the money, you know.
Thank you.
Alexandre, over here. So your kids cut weight with you for this fight, right? What was that like? And just tell me kind of about that experience with them.
They easy cut weight all my life, you know. My coach is so glad to have my kids there because I not complain anything, you know, because my kids there, and that's so good thing, you know, because my kids can see how much this work is hard, you know. It's not just go to the octagon and fight, you know. About the cut weight, man, that's hard. Doesn't matter how division you fight, you know, that's hard. You know, that's something hard. You need a lot of discipline to do that, you know. And one day before the fight is to kill or die, you need to cut your weight, you know. That you need that's a huge process, you know, for me, for all the fighters, you know. And have my kids there, see all the process, see how hard is that, and how much about sacrifice you need to realize something, you know. That's so good for me, you know. That's something I pass for my kids, and that's very huge opportunity to my kids learn something. Thank you.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Pantoja, I'm Japanese Gong Magazine's congratulations, champ.
Arigato.
I have two questions. The finishing rear naked choke was one-handed. So how did you use your left hand? That was grabbed.
100?
One hand.
One hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. My coach teach me that, and he say, never try to finish with 100% of your power. You know, just grab there and go. And I hear here I say that's okay. He's there, and I know I have a time because the round just in the beginning. And that's it. I just flowing, you know. I feel super good that night. You know, I work very hard. Everybody know about my chokes, and one more for count. You know.
Okay, one more. Your back clinch was defended by Asakura in the first round, and the second round was your body triangle the key to victory.
Yeah, of course. That's a way to go. You know, I have a very good body locking, and this body lock is very tight. You know, and then I make very tight and make you tired because I make your organs comprime yourself, and maybe I'm not finishing that moment, but I know I'm gonna hurt him. You know, that's something I use a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Arigato.
Alexandre, one question for me. Could you rank the flyweight GOATs between you, Davison Figueiredo, Brandon Moreno, Henry Cejudo, and Demetrious Johnson?
That's a hard question, you know, because you have Demetrious Johnson's have multiple defense. You have Henry Cejudo, bro. He's an Olympic champ, the flyweight champ, bantamweight champ. and then you have me, and then you have Figueiredo, and then you have Moreno. I think that makes sense.
Alexandre,
Thank you.
Superlutas Brasil.
Bora.
Antes de qualquer coisa, parabéns pela
Obrigado,
vitória,
irmão.
bastante destacada,
Amém.
não só para você, como para toda a sua equipe.
Glória a Deus.
Eu queria saber, porque ao longo da nossa cobertura, antes da sua vitória, já entre os fãs, já se questionava qual o patamar de Pantoja. E depois da sua vitória, então, aí começam as comparações e aí trazem rankings dos fãs, né? Onde está Pantoja na história? E essa é a pergunta que eu tenho para você. Como você se vê na história do UFC? Você se tornou uma lenda, você já era uma lenda, você está prestes a se tornar... Não necessariamente uma lenda, como você
Não,
se vê na história do
difícil, cara. Difícil falar sobre isso num país que você tem tantos bons lendas, né? Você tem o Anderson Silva, você tem o José Aldo, você tem o Minotauro, o Shogun. Não, né? Posso ficar aqui o dia inteiro. Renan Barão, cara, Davidson. Eu acho que isso é um trabalho para os fãs, sabe, cara? Eu tô aqui para defender o que é nosso, cara. É muito importante para a gente ter esse representante, né? Como o Poatan também, cara. Eu acho que a história do Poatan é uma história incrível, brother. Sabe? Você vê tudo que ele passou e quando ele chega na luta parece que é fácil, brother. Porque o que passou, irmão, o que a gente passa para chegar aqui nesse país, onde as pessoas estão muito à nossa frente, sabe? Onde eles tiveram tantas coisas na vantagem e aí a gente chega aqui e tenta dividir cabeça com cabeça e a gente tem que mostrar que a gente é melhor, superior. E, cara, é muito importante para mim conseguir essa vitória, sabe, cara? É um presente divino, sabe? Poder estar aqui, poder representar o Brasil. E, cara, a nossa gente, brother, que a gente trabalha muito para isso. A gente, né, chega num país de primeiro mundo, vindo com várias mazelas de onde a gente vem. Pô, eu mal terminei a escola, brother, tá ligado? Eu aprendi inglês vendo filme, sabe? Eu nunca estudei inglês. E tu chegar num país desse, tá ligado? E fazer o que a gente faz, cara, eu acho que a gente merece muito respeito mesmo.
Eu vou aproveitar e fazer mais uma, então obrigado por essa mensagem que você acabou de passar. E minha segunda pergunta é, chegou um momento na sua carreira que o adversário é esse, se provar, defender as cores do Brasil, porque adversários em termos de atleta não há mais para o Pantoja?
Não, cara, eu sou muito pé no chão, sabe, cara? Eu acho que o meu próximo adversário vai ser o mais difícil da minha vida. Eu sempre olho para frente dessa forma. Eu acho que é assim que a gente tem que enfrentar, sabe? Eu acho que é uma honra defender a bandeira do Brasil, cara. É um orgulho muito grande, cara. Me dá emoção de falar do Brasil, da onde eu venho, porque é muito difícil, brother. Da onde eu vim, se você voltar lá na Pitangueira, em Arraial do Cabo, da onde eu vim, brother, é um caminho muito longo. E, cara, eu tive muita gente me ajudando, brother. Muita gente. Tem dois caras que estão ali, ó. O Ed e o Joinha, cara, que eles me viram lá atrás, irmão. Lá atrás, irmão. E me trouxeram, né? Foi através deles que eu entrei a primeira vez nos Estados Unidos. Eu lutei pela RFA, fui campeão da RFA e fui campeão do AXTV. E, cara, muito importante, cara. Eles foram duas pessoas que me ajudaram também nesse momento. E lá na Califórnia, um dos momentos foi a Maria Helena, uma pessoa que eu tive o prazer de conhecer, um momento onde eu queria voltar para o Brasil, onde eu não tinha que ficar, e ela abriu a porta da casa dela para mim. Eu fiquei um mês na casa dela, de uma pessoa que eu tinha conhecido apenas uma semana. Eu dormi ao lado do filho dela, o Pedro, de 7 anos, por um mês, cara. Eles me trataram como se eu fosse da família deles, para me preparar para uma das minhas lutas, entendeu? Então, cara, é a gente por a gente, sabe, cara? Eu acho que a gente tem que muito... Eu quero dar muito em troca, cara. Eu quero ter muita coisa que eu quero dar de volta, sabe? Muita gente me ajudou até onde eu tô e eu quero ajudar muitas pessoas também. Obrigado, irmão.
Alexandre, back here in the middle, over here. You said earlier that you don't really have any interest in moving to 135. You're happy to stay in your division. Do you believe it is more impressive to defend a title over and over consistently than it is to win a title in a second division?
Yeah, of course, cara. I think it's like that's my division, you know. Like I don't try to be a celebrity or nothing like that, you know. I have so much respect for my division, for all the fighters, you know. I think tonight is like that, you know. When I go to the octagon, I see Royval, I see Manel Cape in the arena, and I know 100% this guy cheers for me, you know. This guy's like a celebration of my victory for me, you know. After my fight, I'm gonna go out of the octagon, and Royval is right there to give me a hug, you know, and see like, hey bro, thank you for doing that, you know. And that's about that, you know, about respect, you know. Doesn't matter for me, a second belt, go to the bantamweight and everything. what I did tonight is for my division, for myself, you know, and that's what I want. And that division is so exciting, you know. Do you know why? Because in the past, people say this division is need like a gone. People say like that, but you crazy, man. That's why I put food in my table, you know. Imagine if I come here and say we don't need more the press conference, you don't need more the medias, you know. That's crazy. That's why you get your job. That's why you get your payments, you know. And people talk about that for my division. You crazy, and that's why I think everybody fight with so much patience in that division, you know. And I'm here to defend this belt.
You mentioned that this was your third fight in 12 months. You've been really busy as of late as the champion. Do you want some time off, or do you feel like you're performing really well when you stay busy? Do you want to just keep it going?
Let's figure it out. You know, that fights go just to 2 rounds. You know, my 3 last fights go to the 5 rounds all the time. Getting hurt after that. You know, but that a clean victory. I think all my body is perfect. I look to maybe go to April. I can fight again, you know. But right now, what I want, go to my celebration, my Christmas with my family, you know. Because I have like a very huge camp, you know. I'm preparing myself so good for Asakura. But I think I'm involved in my game, and I want to keep involved.
Thank you, and congrats.
Thank you.